channel. I hope everyone is doing well today. I hope everyone is having a productive day so far and you are having a good day. I hope everyone is having a good day. Okay, so today I wanted to talk about university. What it was, well, not really for me, but giving advice in general to know what you want to do or what university you should choose if you're in that part of your life now where you're looking to find a university, or you're looking to transfer, or you're looking to move on to something else, anything that you want to do when it pertains to a university. I have some pointers that I use that help me to find a university, and I think it would be good for me to share because I know that there are many people out there who don't know what they're going to do or how to even start the process of looking for a university, college, whatever you choose to do. Some people don't really have that. They don't have someone in their corner like for them to help them in this process and in this journey, because it is a, if you don't have anyone helping you, it's going to be very hard. So yeah, so these are my pointers to help you find a university. Okay, so first things first, you need to know what you're doing. You cannot be sitting down, and you can't be a bench warmer at university. That's not cool. Why you want to go to university and warm a bench? Universities are very expensive. Why you want to be a bench warmer? Come on now, let's do better, guys. No bench warmers. So you need to know what you're doing. That's the first thing. Know what you want to do. Know what field you want to go in. From high school, you must have some type of interest in some area of study or some subject area that you had some interest in. If it was business, if it was science, if it was skills, if you went to a predominantly skills school, you know, you're into the skills stuff, you're very technical with your hands. So there's something that you must have thought that, okay, I like this. But if you genuinely don't know, then I would suggest you may be taking a gap year to figure out what you want to do, because it don't make no sense you go become a bench warmer, waste your time, waste your parents' money, and you don't do nothing. Like, that's a waste. That's a waste to everybody. So don't do that. Just know what you want to do. So yeah. So number two, you need to know your budget. Know what your pocket can manage and what your pocket cannot manage. So if you know that you want to do, say for example, I don't know, whatever you want to do, but you need to know your budget, know how much your parents can actually put towards your education. Because if you're if you're unemployed, you don't have a job, fresh out of high school, and you're relying on your parents, you need to know how much your parents is making, because you can't, I'm not saying that you can't pick a profession even if it's out of your price bracket, because God will provide. If you know your heart and you know that this is what you really want to do, God will make a way for you. But I'm just saying, keep in mind, can if it's very expensive in my home country, would I be able to afford it somewhere else? So just keep in mind that factor. Okay. So number three, you need to figure out what makes you comfortable and what makes you uncomfortable. Are you the type of person that relies heavily on your parents? Like you need them beck and call for everything, like their comfort zone is your home, then you need to know that more than likely you maybe have to stay home. If you're somebody who you can't really, you find yourself not really getting along with people, and the only people that you can get along with is your family, it's maybe your best option to stay. But at the same time, if you know that you can manage on your own, you should take that initiative and spread your wings, because it's better to, personally, how I look at things is, it's better I do it now. If I know that I can do it, I do it now, than later on in life I'm looking back and I'm saying, boy, when I was 19, when I was 20, I wish I had done that. So if you know you can do it now and you have the means to do it, do it. Go ahead and do it. Sometimes it's good for us to step out of our comfort zones, but at the same time you need to know your limits and know what you can manage and what you cannot manage. Yeah, so you need to figure out what makes you comfortable and what makes you uncomfortable. Okay, so number 4, you need to figure out if you are a homebody or you are someone of a nomadic spirit. Like, you're always on the move, you're always on the go, you're always trying to find somewhere else to go. You need to figure out if you're a homebody, if you like to stay home, or if you like to move up and down and travel. So if you're a traveler, if you have a traveling spirit, try engage your family in the prospect of maybe you seeking tertiary education somewhere else. And if your parents are kind of like, ooh, they don't really want you to go too far, you can start small, start looking at universities in the Caribbean. Then, and you build them, little, you know? Me never do that. Me just out the gate, boom, mommy and daddy, I want to go this far. Yeah, so it was a bit different for me. Okay, so number 5, can you, so this is a question that you can ask yourself, because I ask myself these questions. These are questions that I ask myself to prep myself mentally to figure out whether or not I'm mentally prepared for university. So, can you get the best experience educationally from what your home country has to offer? So, okay, for example, me, I live in Jamaica and I know that medicine is my dream, right? It's my dream, it's what I want to do, it's where my heart lies. But I know that medicine in Jamaica is upwards of 28,000 USD per year, right? So so can I afford it? One, no. Am I comfortable living? Yes, I was very comfortable living. Would I have easy UE or is whatever tertiary institution in Jamaica offering medicine, are they, if I leave, would I be getting the same or a better experience? So that's how I looked at it. And I think in my head, everybody is learning the same stuff, because when we all live with a medical degree. So in my head, I'm thinking everybody is learning the same stuff. It's just how you apply yourself and how you study that makes you a good doctor per se. So for example, you want to do literature. Do the universities in your country offer the best level of literature for you in your tertiary studies? If yes, and you can afford it, by all means stay. But if you want to leave and you feel like you can get a better experience educationally, because remember guys, we're doing this for a degree, we're not doing this for the prettiness. Okay, parents are spending a lot of money for us to go and get a degree. Let's remember that, because sometimes along the way you get caught up and you don't want to get caught up. You want to keep focus, so you need to figure out, is this school going to give me the best opportunity educationally to develop myself, so that when I leave, I am able to fully what's the word, assimilate into society. So can you get the best experience educationally from your home country, from the institution in your home country? And if yes, by all means, if you want to stay, you stay. Okay, so the next question is, Can you survive and do well on your own? Can you? Can you get up in the morning? Okay, if school starts 9 o'clock, can you get up at 7, get yourself ready, eat your breakfast, have your bag packed, have your clothes ready to reach the school by 8:45 or by 8:50? Because reaching at 9, you're playing a risky game. You need to know within yourself, can you survive and do well on your own? Can you trust yourself? Because at the end of the day, it's all up to you. It's all up to us as our parents' children to know that, listen, our parents raised us and our parents instill the values and morals into us so that we know that if we are to leave and be on our own with what they've raised us with the values and the teachings that they've raised us with and that they've taught to us and that they've instilled in us, will we be able to carry it through? Will we be able to execute and keep to it? Will we be able to stay rooted in what we know and what our moral ground is? And if you are strong and you're not thin-skinned and you're not easily led, then you're good. Okay. Are you able? So next question. Are you responsible? Biggest question. Are you responsible? Can you get a budget? Stick to the budget. Are you responsible? So I'm not really need to elaborate on responsibility. So are you able to live? So the next question is, are you able to live below your means? I think this is a good way to test yourself. That can really make or break somebody when you're living on your own, especially in a foreign country. So if you're living in a foreign country, are you able to live below your means? Say your budget for the month is 100 USD. Can you live below your means? Can you live on 70 USD? Can you stretch the money to live on 70 USD to save 30 USD for a rainy day? Because rainy days do happen. Look at me, prime example, biggest rainy day of my life, a war. So can you live below your means to ensure that you are in the best possible position where, God forbid, if something is to happen, you are able to fend for yourself and live off what you have? So you need to learn to be able to, at least if push come to shove, you're supposed to can be able to live below your means. I think everybody should try it. So yeah. So the next question is, do you have self-discipline? Do you have self-discipline? I don't think I need to elaborate on that. Self-discipline. If you don't have self-discipline, stay here. Stay at your house. Don't leave your house. Because if you don't have self-discipline, you're not going to be able to study. You're not going to be able to create a schedule and stick to it. You're not going to be able to live according to how you're supposed to live. You're going to live above your means. You're going to have a problem. You're going to be feeling like you're going into a spiral and you're not knowing why, because you don't have any self-discipline. So the follow-up question to that is, are you easily led astray? You know, you're a road marshal, whenever pan knock, you're just ready for go. Like, you need to ask yourself these questions, guys, because you don't want to in and know. You know, you go home, you long day after school, you come at your little dorm, your rented apartment, your shared space, whatever it is, and you say, all right, I'm going to buckle down and study tonight. And then boom, 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 somebody come knock on your door, say something, I keep down the road. Are you going to go or are you going to stay and study? It's all about you and what you want to do with your life. So if you are easily led astray, if you don't have self-discipline, then you're going to be easily led astray. So, okay. Next question. You can cook, you can clean, you can wash, you can take care of yourself. Are you self-sufficient? Can you do all of those stuff? Can you take care of yourself? General question. Are you self-sufficient? Can you manage on your own? Can you make do with what you have? You can turn fashion, you can make fashion in a style or style in a fashion. You can turn your hand make fashion. Suppose you have like a sardine, what you gonna do? You need to figure out these things before, especially if you want to go overseas. You can't sit down and your mother and father they are Jamaican and expect say them are gonna ship a Sunday dinner come. You need to figure out these things. Next question. Do you want to study full time or part time? What do you want to do? Does the career path that you want to go to, or does the course that you're studying, does it allow part time? Are you willing and able to look for a job, a part time job, and go to school? Do you have the self discipline to do your job efficiently, go to school, and produce the grades that you know will keep you in school with a part time job? Or do you want to do full time because you know probably the course that you chose does not allow the time for a job? So yeah, these things you need to think about. Think about these things. Yeah. Next question. I think this is question number 9 or so. Some of these questions are follow-up questions. So I think this is question number 9. Do you prefer student accommodation or privately renting? So are you the type of person where you're okay with sharing a bedroom space with maybe 3 other people? Are you okay with sharing a bathroom with maybe 10 people? Are you okay with sharing a kitchen with maybe 20 people? Because student accommodation is very different. So are you able to make do with certain things and just have the mental capacity to know that I am sharing a space with an X amount of people and I'm okay with it? If you're okay with it, by all means, wonderful. But if you're not okay with it, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong if you're not okay with sharing a space. You're not selfish. You're not thinking about yourself. You're not vain. You know what is best for you, so you stick to what is best for you. Don't let anybody make you feel like you're doing something wrong when it is in your best interest. Trust me, because too many times people make you feel like you are doing something wrong when you're doing it for your own. Sometimes because at that age 18, age 19, you're still in your selfish teenage years where you think about yourself and only yourself. But sometimes being, I wouldn't say selfish, but thinking about yourself first is better than pleasing someone else and being unhappy. Let me just say that again. Being a bit selfish is better than pleasing someone else and being unhappy. You will never find peace. So if your peace is to live on your own, live on your own. If you can manage to live with someone, live with someone. Because me personally, I could not manage to live in student accommodation in Ukraine. That would have drove me up the wall. My school in particular had one of the worst student accommodations. Worst. I was, when I went there the time to look at the place, I did not like it. It was horrible. The place never smelled good. Boys and girls were sharing the same bathroom. If I get into it, this is not going to be me giving you questions to figure out whether or not you want to go to university. This is going to be me talking bad about the student accommodation, and I don't want to do that because I know people that live there and them fine, but me personally, I could not have done it. I would have lost my mind. Lost my mind. Okay, next question. What region, so this is for people who want to explore a bit. Okay, so what region or continent or country interests you the most? Sometimes we don't know which school we want to go in particular, so sometimes you can base it on where you like the most. Say you like Serbia, then you look at Serbia and you say, okay, I want to do business, or I want to do law, or I want to do something. Do Serbian universities, because I love Serbia, do Serbian universities offer the courses that I maybe have an interest in? So sometimes you can align the country that you like with the course that you like. Sometimes you're lucky enough to get the best of both worlds, because there are people who are blessed enough to be in their dream country studying what they love. Hello guys, the opportunities are endless. It does not stop here. We have the whole world at our hands, and the only thing that maybe is separating us is a visa, and that bridge can cross when you reach there. Just ask yourself these questions and know what you want, because it's there for everybody. It's not special people, everybody can get it. So if you find a country that you have interest in, lead is the same leading from what region or a continent interests you the most. If you have a country or a university that you are very interested in, do research, guys. Do extensive, thorough research. Google, YouTube, everything is at your disposal. Don't sit down and say, oh, I never know. Instagram, like you can find people. Okay, say you want to go, I don't know, say you want to go England and you want to go Cambridge University. Oh, you can find people on Instagram who actually attend Cambridge, and it not kill you for send a DM, guys. You're not gonna dead if you send somebody a DM, and you're not gonna dead if the person see you and not answer you. You're not gonna dead. You're going to be fine. You have to be able to break out of your shell, because trust me, I was in my shell and I had to break out of that shell and pick up the phone and call, because hello, taking up myself going so far and me not call to find out what I go on. No, I'm not gonna do that. Like, and you can't put yourself in those positions saying, oh, me never know, nobody never tell me, or nobody never. No, nobody don't need to call you, nobody don't need to text you, nobody don't need to tell you anything. You need to take your life into your own hands and do what you need to do with it. You can't sit down and say, well, or if you want somebody making plans to go somewhere and you maybe see that they're progressing ahead, that person I really have to tell you nothing, it is all up to you to know what you're doing. It is all up to you. So you can't sit down and say, well, she never tell me, or him never tell me, or this person never tell me. It is all up to you. So you need to do your research. If it's even for email the university, call the university. There are apps where you can get free US numbers, where you can make international calls for free. Guys, nothing is stopping you. Nothing is stopping you. I'm telling you. If you need to do it, go and do it. Go and do it. Me not say everybody have a smartphone, but a lot of people have a smartphone, and if you don't have one, borrow from somebody, or email work. People will answer your email. So yeah. Okay. Next question, or not really question, but you need to consult. So you find a school, you love the school, but you don't know whether or not they can get accepted. So to save yourself that heartbreak and save yourself the trouble, know your qualifications already. Alright, I have CSEC, I have CAPE, I have maybe I do SATs, I have them something there. Alright, where can I go with this? You can't take these qualifications and apply to a school and them don't accept it. You're wasting your time and you're wasting the school's time to process it. And these aren't even the qualifications that they take, right? So you need to figure out what are the school's requirements. So if you want to go to the US, you need to know what the US requirements are. If you want to go to England, you need to know what the English requirements are. If you want to go to Canada, you need to know what the Canadian requirements are. You can't just sit down and say, I have my CSEC, I have my CAPE, I have my 5-1s in CAPE, so they have to take me. No, they don't. They don't. Because sometimes they don't even take CAPE. Next, as I said before, contact the school. If you find a school that you're interested in, contact the school. Send an email to them admissions department and find out what is happening. It don't kill you. And last thing, if you have a country that you're interested in and you feel like it is a good opportunity for you and you feel like you have a 85% chance of getting in, start preparing yourself for your documents that you need to get together. So have all your documents in one place. Don't be scrambling all about. If your parents have your birth certificate, ask them, Mommy, keep my birth certificate close because may I do this so and so. So when I'm ready, I call your feet or I come to your feet. Have your things in place, have your things in order. Keep in mind, visa processing takes some time. Visa processing can take a very long time, especially in COVID. What you gonna do in the interim? Learn a skill. While you're waiting for your visa, do a short course. Learn a skill. If it's even for the half of the course, learn a skill, guys. Learn a skill. Learn a skill. Learn a skill. Having a skill is not going to kill you. Trust me. Learn a skill. It can be your way of earning money when you're going to school. So say you can't find a part-time job, maybe you can do hair on the side. Maybe you have your free time on Saturdays or your free time on Sundays. Do hair on the side or the nails. Learn to do waxing, learn to do microblading, teeth whitening, learn to do plumbing, something. Learn how to do project management. Maybe you can manage or learn social media management. Maybe you can manage social media accounts for different companies in your spare time. There are jobs out there that you can do on the side that don't really take a lot of effort and a lot of time, that you can make fast cash to aid in your university spending. Learn a skill, guys. Figure out where you want to go, know what you want to do, because at the end of the day, it is all up to you. It is all up to you. It is up to us, all of us, to know what we want in life. And at the end of the day, we are going to become the future workforce. So if we're not prepared, what is going to happen? So thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you can take away something from it, because I think that everyone needs to know, or everyone needs to have an idea of what is happening in their life. Your life can be making 360 turns and flip and back flip and front flip and spin round summer lake, and you don't know where you're going. You just sit down and your life just you need to know what is happening. You need to take a mental note, sit back, relax, just stop and take a breath and just figure it out. Write it down. If you think of something, write it down. If you think of somewhere, write it down. Research. If you dream, you sleep, you wake up, you dream about somewhere, research it up. You never know what can happen. You never know who might open up a door for you. Keep yourself open and network. Networking is important. So thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you learned something. I hope that you can take something that I said and use it to help you. And if you're unsure of what you want to do, take a gap year. Nobody's going to kill you if you take a gap year. Sometimes it's the best thing to do for your mental health. Take a gap year. It's better to be mentally stable and out of school than spiraling and in school. So if you need to take a gap year, take a gap year and then start the next year. Nobody's going to kill you. So have a blessed day. Be productive, be great human beings as we are. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.